I told you, August is going to be a massive healing month. It's going to be one heck of a journey for all of us. The truth is going to be showcased. There's going to be lots of adventures. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lucy Davis, and today the subject we are going to be speaking about is August 2023. I cannot believe I'm sat here talking to you about August. I feel as if I was talking about February just a moment ago, and the time is not going to be slowing down, ladies and gents, at all. So just before we get into the main bulk of the content, this month is going to be absolutely massive. And I say this all the time. However, we've got 2 full moons, 1 new moon. On top of that, we have Lionsgate on the 8th of August. So this month is going to pack a punch. It has got so much loaded into it. It is going to be a biggie, to say the least. So the month of August, I'm actually going to be on the road predominantly. I've got lots of different countries that I need to be traveling to, and I am going to be traveling for many different reasons. And as always, I will keep you up to date the other side of when I have done the travels. Now, I know you guys are used to this by now. I have been speaking about this and doing this for many, many years. However, I do like to say it as a reminder, it's not me being ignorant or me being secretive. Well, I guess it is me being secretive, actually. You know, a lot of things have happened whilst I've been doing this work on the road. And I've decided that I would prefer to keep me safe and share where I am as an after event. Just on that note, we are consolidating everything into conscious conversations now. So if you want to join the conscious conversation community, please do go and check out the description field, because you will be able to sign up for that program. It is £11.11 per month, and you basically get weekly calls with me, and I talk all about the intuitive travels. I talk about how to step into high levels of consciousness, vibrational shifts, you know, everything that I do, trauma healing, you name it, all of that good stuff, it's in there. So if this sounds like a bit of you, please do come and join the community. I have to, maybe I'm being a bit biased, but I do think that my community is the best community out there. We are extremely open. We have really, really amazing conversations, and you know, we talk about things that people don't want to talk about. So it's very important. I must say to you guys, this is not a truth channel. From time to time we talk about these subjects, but it's very, very rare these days, because we kind of like, we're creating our future now rather than living in the familiar past. Okay, so ladies and gents, before I go on any further, please do remember to like this video, go and hit subscribe to my channel if this speaks to your soul, and also remember to hit the bell notifications. Also, in the description field, there is links to everything I do, my website for a free 15-minute call, and all of the different programs I offer. So please do head over there, and we will be speaking to you very, very, very soon. Okay, let's get down to business. So when I looked into the energies for the month of August, I was shown it's going to be the journey from the head into the heart. That was the memo for August. So as I'm sure a lot of you will already know, that is the name of my book. So when I got that memo drop in, I was quite buzzing. I'm going to be honest with you. I was a little bit like, oh, wow, this is amazing. And I smiled, because that book is my pride and joy. It's my absolute pride and joy. And what a beautiful sign of validation and recognition to receive that from the universe, you know, 8 months after it got published. Well, 7 months as I'm speaking this, after it got published. So I'm going to have to say that this means that this month coming is going to be a massive healing month. Now, I know we've been going through dark nights of our souls, and we've been going through our shadow work, and we've been dealing with our healing for what seems like an eternity now. But ladies and gents, this month of August is going to catapult that. Now, the energies are so profound right now. The frequency on the planet is vibrating at such a fast rate that anything that tries to stick to us, as long as we are in the right vibration, will not stick. It's only people who are behaving in a manner of which is a lower vibration that is actually going to have new things sticking to them. It's the old stuff that we need to be focusing on in this month. That said, if you are somebody who is lying or bitching or making things up or changing the record to suit you and your narrative, then please do know that this is going to bring in extra healing for you. Okay. Ladies and gents, we cannot fool God. We are all being watched. So we all need to up our game. We all need to become very, very clean with the way that we are living, the way that we are acting, the way that we are speaking, and the way that we are thinking. If you are out there going, oh, that person got one over on me, I'm going to get them back. Like, please know that you are asking for extra karma to come in. How many of you have seen instant karma taking place with people? Like, it's been absolutely wild. People that I would never normally have conversations with about karma, all of a sudden are starting to talk about it. Oh my goodness, you know, that person did that. Well, guess what happened to them the other day? You know, it's extremely interesting what's taking place right now. So ladies and gents, you know, I know there are so many of you out there that are so caught up in some of the dramas that are taking place in your life. Please just take a little step back and just reflect on whether it is actually the right thing to be doing. Now, that said, and I will always say this does not mean that you shouldn't have boundaries. This does not mean that you shouldn't pursue certain avenues of your life. Like, you have to do that. You have to. Sometimes we have to speak up because, you know, otherwise we're going to go back in that loop again. Sometimes when you've had the same thing happen to you on a few occasions, it's time that you go, oh, hang on a minute. Nope, I have to stand up and I have to do something different this time. Me putting my head in the sand or pretending it didn't happen is not good enough. So do remember, whenever I say, you know, it's better to not react, you don't have to react to have boundaries. Okay, so do remember that. It's going to be one heck of a journey for all of us this month. It's going to be sizzling, ladies and gents. And I'm not talking the kind of sizzling that they're saying on the news around the world, that Europe's on fire and things like that. I'm talking about sizzling in our own personal lives. Let's not get distracted with what's going on in the outside world right now. This month is about us and it's about our healing. So we're going to have a spotlight shone massively on childhood trauma through the month of August. Now, as I was saying at the beginning of this video, there is going to be a full moon on the 1st of August. There is going to be a new moon in the middle of the month and another full moon at the end of the month. So you're going to be getting a lot of videos out of me this month. This is the video for August in its entirety. I will do a much more focused video on the full moon. Hopefully I will be able to get that out pretty much straight after this video. Fingers crossed, all being well. So like I say, we're going to be really having an intense spotlight shone on our childhood trauma. Now, there are many people out there that do not believe that their childhood traumas still impact their lives. I am going to challenge you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm going to say, I'm just going to challenge you to go deeper, to go and actually look further and see if you can dredge up some of that stuff to heal so that you do not need to keep living in the same loops. Now, if you feel that people are being devious with you, if you feel that people have been untrustworthy or, you know, they haven't been telling the truth, go look in the mirror. Go and look at what the remembrance of that event has been for you. Was it that you have been that person? Was it actually you've called this in because that is literally you and they're holding a mirror up to you? Like, go and look at what that means and look at where this stemmed from. If you can find the root cause of it, my goodness gracious me, it's going to elevate you to such greater heights for you to be able to heal and move forward and never, ever choose that path again. Like I say, the healing is going to intensify in such a significant way over this month. Now, although I've spoken about healing in the last few months, it hasn't been the predominant focus. I feel August is going to be a bumpy ride for so many reasons. The time is going to speed up. The frequency is going to speed up. Our healing is going to be slapping us left, right, and center. We are going to be going on this journey from our heads into our divine heart space. And by the way, ladies and gents, if you haven't read the book and you need some guidance with that, go to the description field and you can buy my book there. I know I'm a bit biased, but it is an amazing book to read. The predominant feedback that we've had from people is that it feels as if I'm walking along, holding their hand, talking to them as they're going through the journey. So absolutely amazing. So it's about us bringing our past into wholeness. It's about all of those little scenarios that have happened in the past that we've kind of like moved on from and pretended that we've got over them, and all of that kind of stuff. That is what's going to come up for us during this month. Now, a lot of people do not like lies. A lot of people, if you say to them, what's a deal breaker for you in a relationship? Well, it's lies. For me personally, that's me. You don't need to lie to me. I'd rather you tell me the truth and then I make a decision as to whether I want to stick around and I can work through it or not. But do not lie to me. If I catch you lying to me, it's pretty much over from that point, because I lose respect like that. So with that in mind, this month, the truth is going to be showcased. And I mean showcased. We are going to see things that we do not want to see. We are going to hear things that we do not want to hear. However, there is no other way for it. Some of the people that we love, we are going to find out that actually they've been manipulating us. Maybe they haven't been quite as honest with the money that they've been raising or things like that. So this is a real interesting month whereby the information that's going to be coming out is going to be extremely, extremely buoyant. So my recommendation for each and every one of you during this period of time is keep your eyes wide open. Do not be fooled by the rose tinted glasses because somebody's got a nice smile or maybe they're charismatic. We need to stand in our truth and look through the bullshit and really use our discernment at a whole new level. Off the back of the truth, there is going to be chaos. Now, please do comment in the comments below. Have you noticed more truths coming to the surface? Have you noticed that people aren't walking their talk? Have you noticed that you can't relate to people anymore? I've got lots of people that are messaging me on a day-to-day basis going, I used to love this person. I can't stand them anymore. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm so repelled. This is just your soul coming online. This is about you remembering your truth. And that is why certain people, like, you just can't be around. Now, I don't question, there's probably people that have followed me for years that are like, yeah, I can't watch her videos anymore. And that's okay. We're all moving into our own frequencies right now, and we're not all going together. It's as simple as that. Everything must come to the surface for you to release. Everything. This for me is it's a critical month. Basically, this is the month where we are going to decide, and then off the back of that, we are going to have to the end of the year consequences, considerations and opportunities that have come off the back of this month's decisions. So let's say, for example, in the month of August, because the kids are off on holiday, of course, I'm going to put my head in the sand and I'll deal with it in September. If you choose that approach, what's going to happen come September is you're going to have lots and lots of loops between September and the end of the year. What happens at the start of next year, I'm not too sure yet. I haven't gone that far, but I have been looking at the energies between July all the way through to the end of the year. And it's all about the decisions that we make in the 8th month of 2023 that is going to make or break us. Okay, so we have got to choose correctly. Do not be distracted just because the children are off on holiday or it's raining or it's too hot or one of those things or another. Remember to stand in your truth, be present, and actually recognize who it is and who you are and what you want to be. As the frequencies continue to rise, it's going to become so much more apparent, the truth, the mistruths, the misinformation. People are going to have to step away because their truths are actually choking them up. Nothing dark, whether hidden behind a facade, hidden behind closed doors, or out there in public, can come forwards into the new vibrations. It is literally impossible. What's happening at the moment is we are being leveled up. And this is under the influence of Pluto and other planetary alignments. And what's happening with this is we're being leveled up. So everything has to be shown. Through 2020 and 2021, people would talk about the swamp being drained. This is the exact principle that I'm talking about. It is going to be chaotic. Everything has to come to the surface. And I mean, I'm not talking about government and politics anymore. I'm talking about you, the person that looks in the mirror and looks back at you every single day. That is where this is going to be through August. People are going to annoy you that you used to love. You're going to realize that some people talk utter nonsense. You're going to realize that some people just don't align with you anymore. You're going to realize that conversations being superficial just aren't deep enough for you anymore. This banter and, you know, just the facade and things like that, like it just doesn't work for you anymore. And you're going to be wanting to step away. I told you August is going to be a massive, massive healing month. And I meant it when I said it, ladies and gents. There is going to be a battle of the ego through August. Do what is honest. A perception of right or wrong is all about a perception. To me, something might be right, and to somebody else that might be wrong. So do what is honest. Do what is the truth. Not your fabricated events of the truth, not your made up version because it suits you and it suits the narrative that you've been telling people. I'm talking the absolute, literal, honest truth, because God knows the truth. And we are vibrating at a rate where the lies are all coming out. People are telling you. I've been sent a clip of a video today. It made me absolutely howl with laughter. Somebody literally telling people what a charlatan they are. You know, yes, you'd have to read between the lines, but it was unbelievable what this person was actually admitting to doing. Do what is honest. We are being asked to level up. We are being asked to stand in our truth. We are asked to be honest. If we are not prepared to be honest, what is going to happen is we are going to get attacked spiritually, mentally, emotionally, with our healing journey. It's going to happen. The shadow energy is surfacing for a reason right now. The planetary alignments, it's light versus dark. There are people calling each other out left, right, and center. Now, I don't agree with that kind of behavior. Trust me, I would love to speak my truth. Like, a lot of people ask my opinions on a lot of things a lot of the times, and I would love to speak my truth. But you know what? I am just sitting back and allowing God to do the work for me. I will go off and do the work that I believe that I've been sent down here to do, and I will let God deal with the karmic journeys of other people. I do not need to be creating extra karma for my own journey. That doesn't mean I can't make funny little reels, and I can't say about boundaries, and I can't, you know, behind closed doors in private have these discussions with these people. You know, I'm the kind of person, you've got a problem with me, you pick up the phone. If you don't have my phone number, you don't know me well enough to have a problem with me. It's very easy to just unfollow someone or just stop watching their stuff on social media, you know. But if you're a friend or a loved one or a family member, then, you know me well enough to have a problem with me. So the shadow is surfacing. We are going to be challenged to speak our truth. We are going to be challenged to love each other. We are going to be challenged, or even when we don't want to love each other, we're going to be challenged to be honest. We're going to be challenged to, you know, there's a real thread of relationships and new love coming through this month as well. And, you know, for those of us that have got commitment issues or anything like that, or maybe we've been hurt in the past, maybe we've been hurt recently, this is a real time for the shadow to come up around that energy. So my advice to you right now would be lean in and be very, very vulnerable and just explain to people, look, this is what's happened in the past. I don't want this to be my future. And I'm open. Obviously, if you are open, if you're not open, then don't. But that's the way I would be doing it. I would be having really beautiful, open, vulnerable conversations to make sure that myself and the person were on the same page. So it's time to remember who you are at your essence, at your core, the beautiful, authentic, vulnerable, loving being that you are, the heart-driven, the service to others, you know, service-centered, that kind of thing, not the tough exterior that you have perceived yourself to be in the world. Now, we all have these different personas. A lot of people know me very, very well, but likewise, I've got a heck of a lot of followers out there that don't know me at all, yet that you turn up to my videos week in, week out, and you see me and I'm the same, and I'm a little bit passionate some days, a little bit teary other days, but you see me, you get to see the real me, and that is the person that is behind closed doors. I don't profess to be, somebody who is completely balanced 100% of the time, or somebody that doesn't speak their truth. And certainly I don't profess to be somebody that doesn't drop it like it's hot when it comes to the F-bomb. However, what's very important is I know who I am. I know that I am love, like pure love at its essence. I know I'm here to remind people of their eternal truth, and that is going to piss people off from time to time. It is going to trigger people. But my point of sharing this is it's time to remember who we are at the essence, not the Lucy Davis that was on the trading floor, not the Lucy Davis in fight or flight mode. Now some people want you to be that person. Some people can't let go of the old and outdated version of you. That is not your problem. That is not for you to deal with. It's up to you to figure out your essence and to be in alignment with your essence and who you are. If you don't know what your essence is, think about it. When are you at your happiest? When are you at your happiest? When are you the person that, everybody probably wishes that they knew that you were? That is your essence. That's the real you. That's the you that you don't need to hide behind the bravado or the lies or the drama or the hecticness or the toxicity. And people are showing you their toxicity right now. Anybody that's creating drama to get attention, please run away as quickly as you possibly can, ladies and gents. Like I say, it doesn't mean that you can't have fun and you can't have boundaries and all the rest of it. But all I'm saying is if you're around people that are constantly either putting you down or trying to find holes in you or creating drama for attention, step away from them is my best advice. August is going to be a time for action, ladies and gents. Woohoo! I love this time. And I've really been reveling in this for the last week of July. I am in a real get shit done mode. I don't know what's happened to me. It's almost like I've been plugged back into the mains and I'm firing on all cylinders. Now, I've been like this for a while, but it's gone to a whole new level. My channeling since I've got back from Jerusalem has been off the wall. I've started doing readings for people. I mean, I know I do sessions whereby I help people heal and I call that in and I do that, but people are literally asking me for readings because I'm able to just channel information. I've had, people's partners like knocking on my door. And I mean their spirit, by the way, knocking on my door. And I'm like, I don't even know whose partner this is. And then they reach out to me and I'm like, okay, cool. I've got your partner here. So it's been absolutely amazing coming back from Jerusalem and just allowing that connection to go to a whole nother level. Now, that isn't just me that's got that, ladies and gents. This is everybody. Everybody's gifts are coming back online. And this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the essence. It's time for action. Are you ready to surrender to your gifts? Are you ready to welcome them in? What makes you happy? What can you do to make you super, super happy? It's very important. Happiness is the answer. That's what we need right now. We need the world to be happy. We don't need the world to be fighting. We don't need the world to be arguing, but we don't need the world to be submissive either. We need to be telling each other and letting each other know boundaries. And it's okay to tell somebody to piss off. If you feel that somebody's involving themselves in something or maybe missed the point in something, which a lot of people seem to be doing these days, they seem to be extremely serious and they kind of like miss the jokes around things. But that's up to them and that's part of their journey. There is going to be a massive surge for communities and connection during the month of August, which is super exciting. There are a lot of communities coming together. I know of a handful myself that are really coming together to make sure that in times of need going forwards that potentially may arise, they're going to be there for each other. They're going to be there to be able to work together and actually connect and help each other through whatever happens. Love, joy, and heightened consciousness are on the menu for August, ladies and gents. Now, I am super excited with this as the frequency are shifting. If you are shifting your frequency and you're saying, nope, I'm not getting involved in that drama. Yes, I'm going to have boundaries and yes, I'm going to have people deal with that for me. But generally, I'm not getting involved in it. then please know that as the frequencies are shifting, your love is going to increase, your joy is going to increase. You can consciously choose love and joy. You can consciously choose heightened consciousness. And as far as I'm concerned, ladies and gents, I really, really recommend it. I really recommend it. We are on, the cusp of making decisions. And like I say, this month is all about making the decisions. There's going to be lots of adventures through August. Certainly for me, there will be, because I'm going to be on the road pretty much the whole month. So there is going to be so many adventures. If somebody offers an adventure to you, ladies and gents, please go with it. I've been offered some amazing opportunities through August, and this is why I'm doing absolutely no online or live events until September now. And actually, just whilst I say that, I am going to be doing a very special healing hangs on the 19th of September. I think it's the 19th of September. I'll pop it in the description field again. Now, I've got a couple of incredible healers that are going to be working with me on that date. I will be doing the normal things that I do on the healing hangs, but I'll be having them work with me to hold space and actually really catapult the healing in the group. So please, 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 if you want to see details, head over to my website, check that out, and do come along. We're going to be utilizing this healing energy off the back of August and taking that into September and really helping you let go of everything that has ever been holding you back. Maybe you're a procrastinator. Maybe you wish that you could change your job. Maybe you wish you could leave your relationship. Come along to that session and we are going to help heal your physical vessel and your nervous system so that you feel strong enough, connected enough, and clear enough to be able to make those decisions, being extremely, extremely with clarity. We are going to continue to see the masks fall off in August. The masks have been slipping, haven't they? And we kind of got them half on and half off. Well, the masks are going to continue to fall. You are going to step away and cut people off from your life. It might take you some time, but the energetics that I'm getting around it is people have had enough. We are ready to say goodbye to the masks. We are ready to say goodbye to the lies. We are ready to say goodbye to the mistruths. We want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God these days. Now, it's your discernment which is holding you in the loops of not being able to see the truth. It's your discernment. It's your choices. So be prepared in August to start making different decisions. Now, as I mentioned, Lionsgate happens on the 8th of August. So this is an extremely, extremely powerful portal that opens, and it's extremely intense for manifestation. Now, a couple of my best girlfriends have been absolutely wetting themselves at me for the last few days. I have been manifesting so rapidly, and every time I tell them, they're like, oh my God, you're having so much fun with the universe right now. And I really, really am. I am bringing in everything that I am looking for and some. I'm getting validations on things that I know, I'm intuitive. I know what's going to happen. I know where things are going to go, but I've been asking for validation from the universe and it's been coming in super, super quick. So we are stepping into the Lionsgate window from the end of July. So please, please, please do up your spiritual hygiene, become clean with your thoughts and clean with your actions, because every thought, every word, every action is a manifestation. So if you're constantly sabotaging, I'm too fat and I've put this on and I'm this and I'm that, you're going to get more of that for you. So be very, very clean with your words. Manifestation generally is going to be intense through the whole month of August, but obviously with this window that opens at the end of July and goes into August till about the middle of August, we need to be very aware that this is a very powerful period. So do be very careful with what you ask for, ladies and gents, because you will get it. So as I alluded to a short time ago, relationships are going to be under the spotlight once again this month. Now, what really came up for me, and I asked if this was for me personally, and they did say yes, but they also said it's for the collective, is new relationships are on the cards and new love is on the cards. So I'm excited about that, obviously from a personal perspective, but I'm also excited for the collective, because if people are getting into new relationships, that means that we're heightening the love vibration on the planet once again. I see engagements taking place. I see reunions happening. I see past relationships perhaps reuniting. I see people reaching out to each other, maybe asking for forgiveness or apologizing or whatever it is that they need to do. I see births, I see marriages, I see fun, I see joy, and I see unexpected news. So be prepared for all of that. Now, on the flip side of that, and I'm only going to touch on this really briefly, do not be surprised if you see a number of breakups. We've got to that point in this cycle whereby the truth has to come out and the masks have to fall off. So if there's been anything that's been hanging on by a thread, it's probably going to be the month where it comes to an end during August. But that's enough said on that topic. I see fresh partnerships and fresh connections. Now, this could be in work, this could be in play, this could definitely be in intimacy, and there is still that thread of the younger man coming through. And like I say, and they showed it was for me, but I also think that it's for you guys as well. So don't be surprised if somebody younger comes into your world and completely blows you away. If you are single, there is going to be a build up this month that will probably lead on to something. Now, I see September being a really, really big month for love again as well. Now, I haven't got into the energies properly, but I've been talking about September for quite some time to some of my friends. So I actually feel for some people, August will almost be the dance. It will be the wooing. It will be the what's the word I'm looking for? The courting process. And then in September, there will be this really beautiful new connection, new love, openness, vulnerability, just connectedness. Okay. So if you're single and you've got a month of build up coming, just enjoy it. Have fun. Be vulnerable. Don't try and rush anything at all. Be open to all of it, ladies and gents. Trust the universe because she has got your back. And if you're looking for new love, know that it's coming. So they did speak to me a little bit about financial shifts this month. I believe there's going to be a few financial shifts in the crypto world. I think the stock market is going to have a couple of shifts as well. However, abundance is only going to become available to those people who are ready to receive. Healing needs to be done around lack. Now, my healing hang in October is going to be around like transferring lack into abundance. So do keep your eyes open for that one. Now, like I've been saying through the whole of this video, there is massive shifts within Gaia, i.e. the frequencies that are hitting the planet right now. Now, what that is going to end up looking like is more volcanoes erupting, more earthquakes. There will be more droughts and more flooding, okay, obviously in opposite areas. I just see Gaia has had enough. Mother Nature has said, you know what, I'm done with this now. I'm not playing these games anymore. We're going to be doing it my way. So she's going to ruffle some feathers and she's going to create some noise. So do not be surprised. Do not take it personally, ladies and gents, if Gaia does start to purge. Dreams and visions, ladies and gents, are going to become even more crazy. They're going to become even more connected. They're going to become even more real. I am having so many dreams whereby I'm waking up and I'm like, was that real? Like, was I just with that person then? Or, you know, what's going on there? Be open to it. The awakening process is going like a whole new wave is coming in. It is speeding up every day. People that we never thought would wake up are starting to wake up. Now, trust this is all happening divinely as it needs to, and trust the opportunities are presenting themselves. I see lots of opportunities coming up in August, opportunities that maybe you have wished for a long time, and then all of a sudden you get an opportunity, or maybe it's a stepping stone into that opportunity. I don't know about you, ladies and gents, but I am super, super excited around August. Although I cannot believe it's August already, and I cannot believe how fast this year has gone. It's time for a change now. It's time to pivot. And I talk about this quite often. You know, I said back in May, the middle of May, people really needed to pivot now. You know, the truth movement is collapsing all around us. We can see that, the infighting that's taking place. If people have not already pivoted, then they are, well, it's going to be very, very difficult for them. So do keep an eye out for those truthers that start scrabbling to go and get into the spiritual work or something like that. You know, the ones that are going to just try and create something now to make sure that they can continue going forwards. Just keep your wits about you, ladies and gents. I have spoken about this enough recently, and I am going to leave it there. I'm excited for the month of August. Let me know in the comments below if you are too. I will be doing a full moon video, and I will be getting that out as quickly as possible. And I will be back with you guys super, super soon. All right. I love you guys to the moon and stars. I'm going to link back to a video that I did with the beautiful Wendy Smith earlier in the week. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that one too. I will catch you guys in the next video.